Why Boko Haram migration to the southeastern Nigeria may mean their end. Any Boko Haram attempt to migrate to the southeast may be a total end for their mission in Nigeria, despite the fact that the southeast region may not look so organized, unlike other regions in Nigeria, but they are the most tactical set when it comes to the issue of security in their domain. The eastern region, which faced several kinds of insecurity across 5 states in the region, have at the same time conquered so many insecurity issues in their region without federal government support. The way they face so many criminalities in the region have shown how they can handle any other terror that may come in the region, though the issue of terrorism had never experienced in the east, but hard criminal acts had witnessed severally in the region, and how it was conquered without federal government influence was highly commendable. Note, the actual reason for writing this is not to selfishly promote one region nor to castigate other regions, but to briefly explain the security situation in the country. It has always been rumored that Boko Haram group will extend the massacre to the southeastern states in Nigeria as it's been done in the northern part of the country. But the reason why their mission may likely end in the east is due to the level of enlightenment of the people of the region have, and second part is that the leaders in the region may apply the kind of tactic style they used in the past to harness criminalities in the east, like the time of Eddie Nago, and when anarchy took over the entire southeastern states with so many criminalities all over the region. As of then, many Easterners came together to form a united group called Bakassi Boys to control the excessive criminal killings in the region, and it works perfectly after so many criminals were killed in the east in order to bring back peace in the region. However, the issue of Boko Haram may be tougher to handle, unlike the past criminalities that had happened earlier in the east. The Easterners, who always have their ways of handling criminalities, will surely look for a better and tougher strategy to harness and bring the end of Boko Haram terrorism to stupor, if at all they dare enter the region. That is true. The enlightenment in the south is definitely higher than that of the north, and I sort of disagree with the article saying that the southeastern governors as well will be as tactical in terms of dealing with insecurity. The fact is, for example, most of them are sellouts, and for some in some states, some Igbo or some southeastern presidents, governors have sent out military troops to go fish at ESN, but their plan failed at the end of the day. So yeah, one of the comment here says these stupid emergency journalists and their collaborators should stop instigating crisis. Well, there was a disclaimer saying that the aim is not to castigate one tribe or the other. If you are itching to write and you are dull in brain that you don't know what else to write, you can be better off writing tales by moonlight. But it is a fact. It is a fact that the Enlightenment is definitely higher in the southern part of Nigeria. The people are more aware than that of the south. The level of intelligence is higher in terms of in a general scale, not necessarily like on the basis of getting degrees or whatever, but in terms of the awareness, it's definitely higher. Mind control through religion is not as weaponized and as effective on the people as much as it is on the north as it is the south. Someone says Boko Haram is still learning work, and wake them up this time. It takes Nigeria and the world 3 years to beat Biafra. Who is Boko Haram that they kidnap their mother and sisters? Let them try it. Very stupid people. If you destroy your land and Southeast comes and dreams you off, the end has come. Yeah, but you can't just underestimate them, because at the end of the day, Boko Haram is literally sponsored by one of the most, funded and popular terrorist group in the world. So again, not that we should not be confident in defeating them, but you can't also underestimate them as well. Another comment here says, O Igbo warriors, Ohafia, Udumeze, and others. Okay, this person is just speaking Igbo. Someone says the East is blessed no matter what, we are still intact. And that's very true. I think if you compare the regional unity in the country, I'd say that the Southeast is not the most united. And I think that right now the Yorubas are also getting themselves together. They're getting their own people together because they understand how, they're not being valued by the government as they thought they would, because again, the Yorubas and the Hausas have, been together making plans and doing all that for a lot while. And, in terms of the policies and the way they do things, you can see that they've sort of pushed the Igbos or the Southeast out of the equation that they wanted to do for themselves. And so now the Yorubas are now, realizing how much they're being undervalued, and how the northern part of the country is not keeping to the end of the bargain. So everyone just has to be alert. Somebody says this blogger should do more, and I think people are sort of having mixed feelings here, because it's just very, very sad. I think it's sad, to be honest. But there's really no point in thinking of regional issues and all that. We've got to be realistic. Is one Nigeria gonna happen? It's not. So let everyone have their common sense. And I think if we separate the country, then technically we're not one. So I don't think Boko Haram has any right. I mean, I don't even think they have a right to even invade or spread whatever, even if it's one country. But at least if it's two different countries, it would be seen more as an invasion rather than a civil dispute or a civil fight or a civil war. It's not just within a country now. When a country is trying to invade another country, especially in this day and age, is seen as basically invasion. And obviously the context and the lens in which the world will look at that would be more intense. So I think let's all separate, because I think that us being together and Boko Haram, I think that there's been seen as like a family issue in a way. So they don't really pay attention to it in terms of who should be held responsible, and all that. But yeah, I don't think it's the book that the blog or the article is trying to incite any sort of division or whatever. The fact just remains that Boko Haram cannot. I mean, you can have conspiracies, or you can have some thoughts which are not far-fetched, that Boko Haram is trying to infiltrate the south with the use of the herdsmen. It's not. I don't think that's a far-fetched thought, but I think it can't work. It can't work. Absolutely not. It is what it is. Put what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.